Hi, I'm Ilona, a senior learning designer at Access Learning. In this short session, I want to share practical tips on how to create hooks that grab attention and keep learners engaged. Why? Because you can have all the best content in the world, but if no one gets past the first screen, it doesn't really matter. Learners decide in seconds whether they want to stay or scroll away from your course. So, how do we make those first few seconds count? Let's dive in. There's lots of ways to hook learners, but here are 4 practical types you can use right away. The first one is statistic-based, when you share a surprising fact or statistic that challenges the common assumptions. The next one is expert credibility, so it can work by bringing in a trusted voice who will share a personal insight. The next one is a challenge hook. So this is where you pose the problem to the learner that they are likely to face in their day-to-day. And the final one is a scenario base, which is about telling a relatable story with emotional resonance. These all are simple but powerful, and you can combine them with the Spark for even more impact. So now, what's Spark? So it can act as your checklist for irresistible hooks. So it contains 5 elements, and you can use them. You can use all of them, or just you can pick and choose the ones you want to use. So it's good to include a surprise, so you just break the expectations. Make it relevant to the learner. Also prompt a decision or challenge. Show what's at stake. And the most important one, reveal just enough so they want to read about it more or they want to engage more with your course. So now let's look at the Spark in action. So I'll share real examples from our learning courses.
So finding a job can be one of the most challenging parts of starting a career and setting out into the professional world. If you could write down one tip or one keyword in the idea of searching for a job, that'd be really helpful. So if you could do that now, please.
So why this hook really works? It surprises the learner by knowing that an overwhelming experience like job hunting can be reduced down to a single word of advice. It's also deeply personal. It's acknowledging all the feelings that learners may be going through when looking for a new job. There's an action there because in the moment the presenter starts talking, the learner wants to reflect on what they would say before seeing expert tips. And the risk is clear. Your entire career and future feels at stake here. And what's the knowledge gap? You want to know what words the experts chose. And this is the snippet from our men's mental health course, where learners are invited to explore hidden challenges through interactive headings. So this hook works because it challenges common assumptions. Men are less likely to seek help. So that's a surprise for the learner. It also makes it personal with the phrases like every single day. And there's an action. The learner is invited to click and explore to learn more. And the risk is implied. So what happens if those challenges aren't addressed? And the knowledge gap keeps you curious. What are these specific challenges and what I can do about them? So next time you are working on your hook, use this checklist to see whether it works. So if you get all the yes, if the answer is yes to all of them, then you are on the right track. So does it grab attention in 8 seconds? Is it relevant to the learner? Does it feel emotional? Does it create a need to know what's next? And remember, the Spark is your guide to turning passive intros into active engagement. Try it in your next project and see how your learners respond.